CAMS Online is a platform that we at Wealth Cafe use to invest for our clients, ourselves, and also recommend you guys to use it. Now, you would be wondering what's CAMS Online and why so? Well, CAMS Online, full form being Computer Age Management Services, is a SEBI registered registrar and transfer agent that works with many mutual funds, helping them keep a record of mutual fund transactions. Basically, CAMS is like a bookkeeper of mutual funds and it is regulated by SEBI. Along with providing services to mutual fund industry, it provides services to investors, distributors and advisors by providing a platform which we all can use to invest directly in mutual funds. Because it's registered by SEBI, it's safe and mutual funds are already using it for other transactions as well. So in this video, we are going to discuss with you step-by-step process of how to use CAMS Online and how you can invest in mutual funds using CAMS Online and do various other things that you have to do when you're investing in mutual funds. So let's go through it step by step. So to invest in mutual funds, you can go to myCAMS, camsonline.com. You can, get the link in the description for details. Then from there, you go to log in with myCAMS. Now, if you're already registered with myCAMS, you just put in your user ID and password. If you've never invested using this platform, then you will have to first register yourself or go to the new user tab. We've discussed how to register yourself for the first time on myCAMS in another video, so you can see it over there. Now, once these things are done, we move to the next step, and you have a secret question. You will get the secret questions when you're registering yourself for the first time, so it would be a good practice to make a note of all your secret questions and answers in one place. Selecting on never, and then we are introduced to the myCAMS platform. As you can see that this platform gives you a complete picture of everything that you can do through these platforms, the total cost of your investments, the total market value, how much they have appreciated over time. It will also reflect your breakup across mutual funds and as per asset classes. So you can see here in this example, we have almost 80% in liquid assets. Well, analyzing the investments is a different video altogether, right? So here we're understanding how to invest in it. And if you go to the transact tab, you can see that you can do all investment transactions in mutual funds using CAMS. So what I understand is some of the private players don't let you do STP or SWP, whereas using myCAMS you can do everything that is needed, right? So let's quickly move ahead and understand what would be the next step. I've taken a portfolio of someone who's invested some bit of money, because I'm guessing that you would have used some private platforms or something else to invest your money in mutual funds, and are now looking how to invest in myCAMS. If you're a new investor as well, worry not, we will go step by step, right? So obviously all of us want to get started with an SIP, so we first go and click on digi SIP. Like digi SIP is nothing but SIP is just done digitally, so it is called digi SIP. When I click on that, I it shows me what is the transactions, like how many days it takes for me for the units to get allotted. You can read the information. If there are two or three pans linked to the same email ID, then you get those options. If not, then the one is there. Now, if you're a new time investor, obviously you want to select a new mutual fund that you want to invest in, right? So please know that the example that I'm going to take here is only for example purposes. Don't go and start investing in it just for the sake of it. Okay, so I am taking Franklin Templeton Mutual Fund over here. So where you already have a folio with any of the other mutual funds, you can just get the details here. You don't have to fill it step by step. But say if you're a beginner investor, then this would have never happened. So let me just cancel it for ease purposes. So we have to select everything. You are an individual, right? It's not like a business or a sole proprietorship you're investing from. You are investing in single capacity, right? If you're married, then you can opt for anyone or survivor and can add your spouse as the other holder. Then we move ahead. My PAN is there, name, date of birth, email ID is already captured. I check that my number is right. I click on the gender. I don't need to add telephone numbers. I click here to add nominees. I add my mother as my nominee. And I check that the address is the same as my address. So at least that much typing is less for me, right? So I am selecting my mother's date of birth, selecting nominees, date, country, India, and giving 100% nomination to them. Please note it's extremely important that you add a nominee when you're investing because it may take a few seconds right now, but this will ensure that your nomination is added for all your investments from day one. Now, for selecting payment, I go for say existing mandate. So we have another video in which we are discussing how to set up an bank e-mandate. You can go over you can go and separately set it up from the CAMS website itself, right? You can see this registered e-mandate. That is where you can set up a e-mandate. So every time you're doing mutual fund investments, you don't have to click on net banking. That will make your investment process extremely simple. For instance, you've not done it and you want to just get started with it right now, you can just click on net banking, select the bank you want to use for net banking purposes. So you can fill all the bank details here. I have just filled some random numbers right now. Cut the random number. So you can fill all the bank details here and click on continue, right? After you put in the bank details, this would ask you which exact scheme you want to invest your money in, right? So we will first go on scheme name and we will select the growth option of investment. Now, if you want to understand what's the difference between growth option, dividend option, which is also known as IDCW, then you can check our separate video on it. We also have a detailed course on mutual funds. You can check that as well. So coming back here, select the mutual fund. Say I'm going with the first one purely for convenience purposes right now. You should do your research as to where you want to invest before coming here. IDCW is not applicable. You are investing directly, and then here I go for frequency, which is once a month. I want to invest. Number of installments currently I will put nine, right? Then I will be like, okay, what is my SIP date? Try to keep it closer to your income date so that the investments are made fast. Now there I selected nine, but ideally you should try and keep your SIPs perpetual. See, eventually you can go and pause the SIP whenever you want, right? So see, I'm starting with 5,000 rupees and I have clicked on done here. I have clicked on yes, right? So this SIP is set. I can add another SIP with the same fund. Please remember, I can add another SIP with the same fund. If I have to add a SIP with another fund, then I will have to go with the entire process again. I click on terms and conditions and I continue, right? It is asking me to upload an image of my check. So I go down, I upload that, and I click on submit. You submit and you will get an OTP. Submit the OTP and it will ask you and confirm the final information that you've put. You can just recheck all the information that you've put in over here, And then the thing, please read the last line. Please log into your net banking account immediately, visit the bill pay section, and register Franklin Templeton as a biller and use this ID for the same. So when you click on register now, it will direct you to your net banking website, and you can put in your details and add this person as a biller. You will also get these details on your email, so you can do the same from there as well. I would advise that you do this right away rather than pushing it for later, right? So this was a very small insight into how do you transact from myCAMS. Again, it may take some time when you're getting started, but eventually it will become very simple for you, right? In the future videos, we'll discuss how do you redeem, how do you do STP, SWP using myCAMS, and a very important thing is to how do you register e-mandate, because once that is done, you don't have to do this judgment of going back to your net banking all the time. So would recommend do explore this platform. It's very easy to use and it will definitely help you invest in a very clear manner in mutual funds.